Kara Renninger, you wanna give Lynn some advice based on the fact that she just started?
Yeah, I mean, it does feel, hi, Lynn, it does feel
Hi.
overwhelming when you get started, but once you get everything like set up and built out, it really works. So I think, but I'm just at 6 months, so almost not quite at 6 months. And I think like in the past 2 weeks or so, I think Friday I closed another deal. So I think that was like 8 deals. So it takes a little bit to like get to that place where everything's working for you, to get over yourself a little bit, I think, not get caught up in the stress of it. So just keep like, I always just tell myself, just do what Laura says, like just listen to the videos and just do the action and then do the next action. And then it'll start to flow together for you. And once it works and once you have some sales, once you get some conversations going, it just totally shifts how you feel, like, because it's verifying to you that it will work. So for now, you just have to believe the rest of us that it's working for other people. So the system works. You just have to do the work and take the action to get yourself that clarity. And it's most worth it in the beginning, like spending that time on the niche and avatar and all those things that feel really hard and feel like a lot of energy. That's the best energy you're going to spend. Because if something doesn't work later in the process, we're always going to come back to that anyway. And so it's just think of it as sort of like a gift of time you're giving yourself, that you're focusing on something before you get in the place where you lose a sale or it doesn't work later. You're going to have all this clarity now from the beginning. So that's what I would say. Just give you encouragement to let you know that you can do it.
And we've all been there.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I remember that feeling. I still feel like that pretty often.
Oh no.
Well, different problems, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the overwhelm doesn't stop, right? The bigger the
Wow.
business we build, the more stress, the more pain, the more, because we're solving higher level problems. It's just we also have a bigger team, right? Like Kara's trying to figure out how to hire the right people to get out of fulfillment, right? When before she was like just praying for people to book calls on her calendar. Now she's overwhelmed because her calendar's full. Like
It's a funny problem to have. You catch yourself. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, wait, everybody wants this problem, So when you get to that place, and that's what you're doing now is the work you have to do to get to that place.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Don't worry, I still have plenty of work I have to do, and I'm not at the at the full place, but landed
yeah,
somewhere.
a lot of work, a lot of work.
Kara,
Everybody's got a lot of work to do.
can I just ask a question? Kara, you said how many weeks did it take you to get that rolling, like client? That was just interesting. I missed that.
I'm gonna have to look at this, but I mean, Laura and I did an update
Like
video.
estimate.
Was it 3 months, Laura? The first one was like in 90 days.
Yeah, it was the first 90 days. She had already done 225K
Okay.
in new revenue.
Yeah.
Was that a new avatar or was it like the same avatar?
I mean, I had all referral-based business before, so I help people with scaling their businesses. And I wouldn't say it's a new avatar, but I got a lot of clarity, as I was starting. I think I got clear on who I didn't like to work with,
Right.
how to call in the right people. So, and now, I've surpassed that. In my next 90 days, we're gonna record a
6 month check-in.
6 months. So, still, so
yeah, because this last month alone, how much did you do in total revenue?
I know you're going to ask me that, and it sounds embarrassing to not know exactly, but that's how busy I am. I know I just closed another deal Friday. I'm trying to look at my numbers tracking sheet. That's not quite right. So that's 8, I think. So 850K deals. So, but that's
850. What's the math on that?
Yeah, 4.
That's the last 4 weeks.
That's the last 3 weeks or so.
Okay, so that's 400K in 3 weeks in total revenue.
And I wasn't doing that before.
Okay.
Choose not doing that.
Andrea and other Kara.
Oh, wait to have that.
Andrea and other Kara can vouch for me because we've helped me through lots of tears, right, friends?
This is real life shit. Like there's no, in like how many other places did you have to have these types of conversations and just be vulnerable with people that get you?
So much.
I think
no. How many other places are there for you to have that type of outlet?
Oh no, this is, I mean, I say that this is the only place where I can like have that support and do it. You know, it really, I mean, it really is for me. Other people might have other places, but I said that to Laura the other day, like, these are my people. This is my place. I don't have that kind of life at home. You know, in my marriage, I don't have that life with family. Like, this is where I can come and say, and, you know, and I have a lot of growing to do. I still do. But that's where, you know, the more time you're here, the more you're going through the work. People start to get to know you and help support you in getting through it.
Mm.
I mean, I had an interesting, I hired somebody to help, like, I guess like COO kind of role, project manager, sort of something in between there. And I had this over the weekend, I had this very weird feeling. I was like, that's what I've done for other people. Like, you know, when I have these moments, Laura, I'm sort of like this shift for myself. And I was like, this feels really weird that I'm hiring a me for myself. I was like, that it's just like a little surreal and it should be exciting, but instead it's like, whoa, like kind of don't know what to do with it, you know, for myself, the energy around it. So it's like Laura said, when you get to the next spot, I don't know, it's a weird spot to be in for myself, but it's like, also she's like, I've been telling you to do that for like how many months now? And you know,
I've been
every time
telling her to do that for the last 90 days, guys, and she just
Yeah.
wouldn't listen. And
No,
now
I
it
tried.
had to
I did. That's not true. I did listen, but I didn't get it right.
and she
tried.
stopped trying. And then we had to work our way up to trying again. But that's real life shit.
Yeah, because it's work to get somebody to train someone else and to like get somebody else on board. And when you're good at it yourself, it's like, is that more stressful to have somebody or less? And it's hard to move through the mindset shifts of like, and paying people and hiring bigger people and spending money on systems. Like I do spend a lot of money every month on everything and I make money, you know, so it's okay, but it's all new feelings for me. I used to make other people millions of dollars and not myself, you know, so now feels different. Definitely
Does it
feels,
feel good?
yes.
Yeah.
I've said before, yes, it feels good. Yes, it's yeah. Yeah, I'm in a sort of like change stage now again. But yeah, and I think like what Laura said to me recently, it is all about your mindset. Like it has nothing to do with like the system and stuff that you're gonna set up in or the things that we've done. It has nothing to do with that. And yeah, you have to figure that out and you have to follow the process and there's work to do, but it has everything to do with like our mindset. That's the biggest challenge every time. I feel like all of us, that's all we're kind of talking about all the time is like how to allow yourself to get to the next level and not be in your own way. It's not always easy.
And you're always in your own way. Because why? Because we love our comfort zone.
Yeah.
Right. And stepping outside of our comfort zone is really weird. Like Kara's situation was that I like to use these words. She doesn't like that I use these words, but this is how I can best describe it. She was addicted to being the operator of the business.
Ooh.
Right. And because that's all she knew, because that's how her past clients treated her, and they would use and abuse her because that's what you do to an operator. An operator, like that's just the role. Right? It's just part of the process because they have to operate all of the machines that are working and make sure they're all working right. But when you step outside of that and you realize, holy shit, this is what freedom feels like, it's really scary.
Yeah,
And you don't see value, like your value feedback is not the same because you're not being praised for grinding. You're being praised for thinking. You're being praised for thinking strategically. What are the strategic moves we can make? Right? Versus being praised for being tactical. That's the move we want to go to, right? We are whatever system or process we're building out inside our organization, when it's us as the founders there first, it's us being strategic until it's built out. Once the system and process is there, now you go from strategic to tactical. So it means that we have to offload that as soon as possible so we can go back to being strategic somewhere else. And it's just a process. And it's a never-ending process. Like it really just is. Like it just does. It's like personal development. There's no end finish line for personal development. That's why I believe that business and entrepreneurship is the best way to elevate human consciousness. because your business never grows past your own development.
Mhm.
You have to keep going all in on yourself to be able to hit the next levels of business. Does that help give you some clarity, Lynn?
Yes, yes, definitely. Thank you.
Now, are you still massively overwhelmed?
No, no, I think we'll be okay once we, reach out to people on LinkedIn and get appointments set so that we can figure out what they need. Then it'll be better. But there's still so much to do. So, yeah,